muted.
Thanks. Rachel, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, perfect. That's better.
Yes.
Yeah, so I want to share with you a short sports story that you've probably never heard of. It's one of my favorites. It's about a swimmer. Her name is Florence Chadwick, and it was in 1952 that she attempted to be the first lady to swim the channel from Catalina Island to Palos Verdes, where I grew up in Southern California. And the morning she took off to swim, it was extremely foggy. The water was choppy. They had boats that were on both sides of her because there were sharks in the water. They were trying to shoo away and keep her, safe. And she swam, and it's about 21 miles. And she swam and swam and swam, and finally she's like, that's it. I can't go any further. It's cloudy. She couldn't see any further. And her handlers were saying, no, just stay. You've got to be close. You're almost there. Keep swimming. And she said, no, I can't do it. Pull me out. And they pulled her out of the water. They paddled the remaining distance to shore. They took the boat the remaining distance to shore and found out that she gave up less than a mile from shore. Less than 1 mile. And in an interview, they asked, do you think you could have made it? She said, no, if I could have seen it, I would have found the energy to finish the swim. So a month later, Florence went back. It was still cloudy. It frequently is foggy off the coast of Catalina, Palos Verdes. And she crushed 21 miles from coast to coast. It was foggy. She couldn't see the shore. Afterwards, not only was she the first woman to swim that channel, but she swam it faster than any man had done previously. And they interviewed her this time, said, how did you do it, and how did you go so fast? And she said, the whole time swimming, I envisioned the shore. I hope that I can paint a picture so that you could see potentially a shore. And so with me, I'd grown up, and my parents had gone through a financial crisis when I was fairly young. And from the age of 8 to 18, we moved every single year until I left home for college. And so I knew what I wanted out of life was some sort of financial security. And so I went out and I started my own business. I owned a recruiting or a staffing company for about 10 years. And I found the more money you make, the more money it is, it's easy to spend. Now, that's not a great strategy, but I found that it's easy to spend more than you make even. Didn't matter how much you made. And what I found is that it was also a very cyclical industry, sort of like real estate and a lot of other things. And in 2008, when the economy collapsed, all of a sudden I've got this business with $30,000 a month in overhead, and I've got no receivables, and I still haven't found what I had been looking for, which was financial security. And I meet a guy who's a multi-millionaire from network marketing, and he says he'll teach me, he'll train me, and he'll show me how to start this home-based business. It seems crazy. It seems out of the box to me. It seems like something I'd never done before, never tried before. But all of a sudden, I have this multi-millionaire. And what's more, he had something that I wanted. He'd been doing this business for 18 years at the time. Now it's closer to 25, 30 years. Of those 18 years, he'd been retired 6 of them. And he was in his 40s, and he'd already spent years retired playing with his kids, and he had a lifestyle that was unbelievable, and he was making 7 figures annually retired. What he had was freedom, financial freedom, and I wanted that. And so the other thing I learned along the way, find successful people. It doesn't matter what industry you get into. Find successful people. Surround yourself with successful people. Find successful mentors. Do what they're doing, and you will be successful. And all of a sudden, I had this successful person that he'd teach me. So I jumped in. I followed the business plan and the game plan. My first month, my first check, I made $7,982. It took me 1 year to reach the top rank of that company. By year 2, I was a national sales trainer. I trained hundreds of thousands of people around the world every single month on stage in front of 3,000 to 14,000 people, usually in basketball arenas. And 3 years later, I retired, which is what I was looking for. When you have more money coming in on a passive residual basis than you have going out, spending, you're financially free or done. You're rich. According to Robert Kiyosaki, when you have more money coming in through passive residual income than you're spending, you're free. You're done. And so at the age of 33, I started relationship marketing. At the age of 35, I retired and played with my kids. I have 3 daughters. They're now 15, 12, and 8. And so I spent some time doing some consulting here and there, and companies would pay me to come in and speak and train and teach. And so I do that occasionally. And then a company came to me and said, we want to start over. We want to create something new. And that's what I was looking for. And I feel like this industry of relationship marketing has great power to change lives. And if you've heard bad stories or nightmares, or you've been involved in it and you've been a part of something that didn't go the way you had hoped, that's okay, because it's earned whatever reputation you've heard. But it does have great power for people to start a home-based business, to create or augment an income, and it has power to change lives. And so with that thought of, let's get this industry back to its roots, clean the industry up, make it about something bigger than just making money, but about changing lives, we could change this industry. And so with that in mind, we created a company called Mynt. Great products at great price points was our launching pad. So if you look at our product, this is not a product call. Go to corein8.com, COREIN, the number 8.com. You're going to find great nutritionals, weight loss products, builders, fat burners, probiotics, branched-chain amino acids, creatine at really good prices. And it comes with this incredible system that will work, guaranteed, or your money back. It is a great program to help people get in the best shape of their life physically. If I do nothing else for people that I meet, if I can help them get in shape, I feel like that was a life-changing moment, and hopefully that empowered them to do other things with their life and in their life. The second thing about Mynt was that we wanted to do something that was meaningful, that made a difference in people's lives, they wanted to be a part of. And so we launched, before we even had products or a comp plan or anything, we started doing what we call now Mynt Moments, where every month in every market that we're building, we encourage our teams to get involved in community service and paying it forward. And we've done some really fun things and goofy things, and we've done some really big things and meaningful things. But we've done thousands of Mynt Moments around the country. Some of them have made national news, but what I've found is it makes people happy. It makes people feel like they're involved in something that is meaningful and a good use of their time. And you're going to find that it attracts people to you. And that's what we really want, is to create something that's so fun and so meaningful that people want to be a part of what we're doing. And so Mynt Moments is about paying it forward. It's our humanitarian service piece of what we do and how we do it. The third piece was the ability to make millions of dollars in network marketing and relationship marketing is there because of the leverage. But, there is a small percentage that are going to make that kind of money. Let's give people realistic goals and realistic dreams, and then if they hit those goals, then we can move on from there to greater and bigger goals. And so we launched Mynt with this idea of, let's help 1 million people make an extra $1,000 a month. What does $1,000 extra a month do for you and for your family if you have that on a passive residual basis? That can be pretty amazing. And if you can make an extra $1,000 a month from a home-based business, what does 2,000 do? All of a sudden that becomes, how did I do 1,000? Maybe I can do that again. Or 10,000. Or what happens when my monthly income tomorrow exceeds my annual income today? So with these concepts, we started creating Mynt, and Mynt started to catch pace and excitement and speed, so much so that the fastest growing networking company in the world, called Jeanette, looked at that and said, we love the brand, we love the image, we love the direction, it's fun, it's meaningful, it's engaging, we want it, and they bought us. So it was the largest merger in MLM history. It's now, Mynt is now a part of a company called Jeanette, which is primarily skincare products. And it is the fastest growing networking company in the world. They'll do $1 billion in sales this year. Now let's talk about timing a little bit. The 5-year-old company that launched in Asia is doing $1 billion in sales this year, but just opened the U.S. in January. So now what we've got a brand called Mynt, which is about fitness, nutrition, weight loss. It's about fun networking. It's about meaningful networking, paying it forward and giving back. And we just brought in a whole skincare line on the fastest growing company and the highest paying out comp plan in the industry. Holy cow, the timing is amazing. So let's talk about that. Right now, to be a part of Mynt, you buy a business in a box. You get all the products you need to start your business, products to use, products to share or resell, the tools that you use, website, everything. It's about $600, $595, and you get all the products you need to launch your business. When we officially transition to Jeanette, which should happen here in the next 2 weeks with June, we're going to be part of this new comp plan. I'm going to talk about the timing of that. The starter price for their business in a box, their start your own home-based business, is $1,200. So right now, anybody that comes in right now is not only on the ground floor, but you can get in for half price. That's pretty cool. The next piece of this is you've got myself, my business partner, Rob Sperry. You've got Luke and Deb Panucci. You've got 4 people here that have made millions of dollars in this industry that are focused on helping train, working with, and launching this team with Rachel and Bob Davenport and Johnny Hughes. And when you find leaders like that in a marketplace that really want to engage, you give them the right training and get out of the way, there's no doubt that they're going to be some of the top leaders in this industry, in this company, within a short period of time. When a group like that launches, they're going to take a lot of people to the top with them. So fastest growing company in the industry, highest paying out comp plan in the industry, multimillionaire trainers that are focused on this team, working with this team, helping this group go and grow faster than any other group in the country right now. And you get to be on the ground floor of it all for half the price of what everybody else is doing in this deal moving forward. In June it'll change. And so with that, what is your timing? I don't know. You've got to decide for you, is it a time and a place to add a home-based business? Are you looking for a residual income? Are you looking for a passive residual income? Are you looking for a finish line? See, here's where I was at. I was creating my own business and trying to make more and more money. And what I found is every month I had to start over and owning my business and creating more income. And it was like I was just running faster and faster. There was no finish line. I was like Florence Chadwick, except instead of swimming the channel from Catalina to the coast, I was swimming Catalina out to the Pacific Ocean. I would never find land. I would swim until I died. All of a sudden, somebody showed me a way that I could create a passive residual income that would set me free. And I wanted that more than air. I wanted the finish line. So yes, it took me 3 years to find that financial freedom and to be able to walk away and retire and really own my life and change my life forever. Will it take you 3 years? It could go faster. It could take longer. I always tell people it takes about a year to figure out this business, and 3 years to make a really good income with this business, and 7 years to make a world-class income through this business. Now, when there is momentum and a group is launching and they're going really fast and they have the right training and they have the right leaders and the right timing and the right product, all those things come together. In this industry, it's called momentum. It doesn't happen very often. But when there is momentum and there's that inertia and there's that, holy cow, something's happening and wow, I just want to be a part of it, you're going to find people that will make millions of dollars in this industry over the next couple of years and set themselves up for decades to come, and they won't even know how they did it. They were just at that right place at the right time when things really started to happen. Now, this group will know because you're going to have world-class training. So here you are. You're at the ground floor. You've got people that have found a way to create a home-based business that's changed their lives and changed hundreds and thousands of people's lives around the world. To put that in perspective, we've had hundreds of people making six-figure income from a home-based business from your leaders from this group. And now we're focused on your team and your group. Don't miss it. That would be my encouragement to you. You don't need to know all the answers. That's what I told Rachel. You need to take it a step at a time, and we'll learn as we go. It's on-the-job training. What I can tell you is for $600, you can start a business today. You'll have 30 days to figure it out. If you don't like it, send it all back. They'll give you your money back, and that's fine. But right now, hold your spot. Over the next 2 weeks until this transition is fully changed, you can get a bonus called Square. Find 4 other people that want to be a part of your business, 4 people that want to start a home-based business, 4 people that want to be a part of the fastest-growing company in the industry and the fastest-growing team within that company. 4 yeses, you'll double your money. You'll make over $1,200. Holy cow, we've had people do that in 7 hours or less. Rachel and Bob have already done that 3 times. They're already making a full-time income doing this part-time and on the side around their jobs and their life and everything else that they've got going. 4 people, that's a promotion that will end in June with the transition. So right now, get in, hold your spot, find 4 other people that are dreamers, that want to finish the line, that want training, they want something more. Get them on one of our calls. Get them to Rachel and Bob or Johnny and some of these people that have already had some training and know a little bit more about what we're doing. And we will hold your hand and help you be successful. The only way you fail at this is if you quit on yourself. We will not quit on you. We will not quit on this team. And we will have a ton of fun doing it. We're taking a group to Cabo in 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. And in Cabo, not only are we at an all-inclusive resort, and we're going to some world-class beaches, we're going to go help repair some of the damage that a hurricane did in Cabo last year. And we're going to go help make a difference down in Cabo while we're on this. You don't have to. The group that earned the trip, they can hang out on the beach, or they could go help rebuild houses and buildings there in Cabo and help make a difference. I want to do something that makes a difference in the world, that changes lives in the world. You surround yourself with world-class people, and absolutely you'll have success. But for me, success is not just financial. It's physical, help people get in the best shape of their life physically, help people get in the best shape of their life spiritually through humanitarian service, and help people get in the best shape of their lives financially. And if you'd like to be a part of that, you're at the right place at the right time. You're going to have the right training, and you're working with some of the best people that I've met. I mean, just world-class people, not just leaders, but just people in Rachel and Bob and Johnny. And so with that, I'm going to turn it back over to you, Rachel, to close up this call and tell people why you're excited. And I wish you all a great night. I hope you have a great night tonight.
Lance, thank you so much. Bob and I are sitting here. We have, like I said, we've had the opportunity to talk with Lance one-on-one, and each time we hear from him, we get excited, but we're excited because this is real, and he's right. We have, in the last 30 days, already started to see a change physically. We laughed that in our first 3 years of marriage, we got fat and happy. So now Core is changing that. We're changing our lives financially, and we're changing our lives spiritually because we are totally in the right place where God wants us to be, and that's helping this team. So please get on the call or get on the phone with whoever put you on this call. There was a reason. We pray over this business every night, and we know that there are people on this call that this is what you're supposed to do. And we would love to have you on this team. The timing is right. We're having a ton of fun, and we'd love to be a part of this with you. So with that, I'll end the call. Everybody can go back to their Tuesday. Call the person that got you on here. This call is officially over. Thanks so much.